I was at the gym this morning and I happened to be working out in front of a television screen that had the news on. Now, I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news in several years, and my eyes kept getting drawn up to the screen as as our eyes do. And it reminded me why I don't watch the news. It was just, even though I couldn't hear the sound, I knew that the stories were all very based in negativity and fear. And there was that constant ticker going across the bottom, just again, just talking about all the bad things that are going on in the world. And even during the lighter sections of the news where they were doing a cooking segment or something, that ticker was still going across, reminding the viewers of all the negative things going on in the world. And I just wanted to encourage you to, if you do watch the news, to maybe step away from that energy for even a little bit. I think people are often surprised that I don't watch the news, and I get the question, well, shouldn't we know what's going on in the world? Or, don't you want to know what's going on in the world? You know what's going on in the world. There's enough things that are going across your social media feeds. There's conversations that you're part of at the office or at dinner parties or with your friends and family. So it's not, I'm not doing it because I want to be ignorant of what's going on in the world. I'm doing it because it's protecting my own energy, and I'm stepping away from the fear and the negativity, and I'm stepping into an energy of compassion and kindness and love. And we can't be in that energy when we're constantly being bombarded by negative, fear-based news. And it's constant, right? It's just a constant reminder of all the bad things that are happening in the world. It's a constant reminder of how helpless we really are. It's a constant reminder of just how much is going on in the world that we can't control. And all those things are based in fear and based in a lack mindset. And I really choose not to be in that energy. When we are in the energy of love and confidence and empowerment and empathy and kindness, that's when we can make a difference and really help people who need help, that are going through really hard things in the world. But when we are feeling drained because we're constantly immersed in negativity and fear, we can't give love and kindness and compassion to those around us. So I really, truly believe that. I really, truly believe that we need to be protecting our own energy. We need to be stepping into a higher frequency energy of love and kindness and empathy and compassion and empowerment, because then we can make a difference in the world. But if we're constantly being sucked into the fear mongering and the negativity and, oh my gosh, the world's coming to an end soon, we're not going to be able to do that. We're not going to be able to do the good, positive things that we need to do. And I know that there's lots of bad things going on in the world, but I choose to help in my own way. I can't help everyone in the world, but I can definitely help those in my own life, in my own circle, and in my own network. And I can only do that when I'm feeling positive and good and empowered and confident. And that's why I don't watch the news. So I encourage you to step away. And if you're finding that difficult, maybe just do it slowly. Maybe instead of watching the whole hour of the news, maybe you just watch the headlines. Or maybe you have a bit of a news fast. Maybe you just don't watch it on the weekends. Or maybe just start off with not watching the news for one day. And instead, replacing the news with something that inspires you, something that is educational, something that really interests you. Follow those pings that you get about what's interesting to you, what you're passionate about, what you think you may be passionate about, what you're curious about. Read something that will feed and nourish your soul and your mind. So replace the news watching with something that is more beneficial to you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. and see what happens. Do that for a couple of weeks and just see what happens to your body, see what happens to your mind, see what happens to your energy. And just remember that you are here to help and serve others. And the only way to do that is if you protect your own energy and you're good to yourself and kind to yourself.